Here we are, here we are. What is up, my gorgeous, sexy Facebook family? You know what's going on. You're here with Kylie Pax, Australia's emotional eating coach, and people. I am here to empower you to control your relationship with food, create a body and a life that is sexier than a hot chocolate sundae pudding. Because you get to do it all on your terms, on your own delicious terms. Who is joining me here? Amber, how are you going? It's so great to have you here. Thank you very, very much. It is 20 to 9 on a Monday night for me, and I'm terribly excited to be with you. Oh, Rebecca's in the house. Miss Rebecca Lee is in the house. How are you going, beautiful girl? And this lovely, fantastic, gorgeous specimen of a human being is what has brought me to you tonight. Tonight's live stream is brought to you courtesy of the fabulous Rebecca Lee. And this is what I'm talking about. Rebecca and I were having a little chat. We're having a little natter just a few minutes ago, and we're talking about motivation in a Facebook group. We're actually talking face to face. Never actually met. We haven't met, but I feel like we're BFFs. We're little soul sisters, me and Rebecca. And we were talking. OMG, Facebook being so rude. Tell me my connection is weak again. I don't even know where they get off telling me this sort of thing. Let me see what we can do. Yes. I was getting a little worried there for a second. I'm like, that wheel, the spinning wheel, that's all I could see. I'm like, oh, this is not looking good. And I'm looking at the black screen. I'm just going, Beyonce. Nothing happened. I'm going, Lady Gaga. Nothing happened. I'm like, ooh, I'm there. Kylie Minogue, still nothing. I'm like, oh, Lord, please bring me back to life. But we came. It worked, and here I am. So, as I was saying before, we're so rudely disconnected there. Oh, Rebecca says, oh, you're stunning. Girl, you be stunning. You know how it rolls. Dale's in the house. Mr. Stone, how you going? Happy Stone Artist here. Thank you very much. Mr. Walsh is also here joining me tonight. And this is what I was saying before we were disconnected. Rebecca and I were chatting about motivation. Now, Dale and I have actually had this conversation before as well, and we know all about motivation. Now, Rebecca had a really interesting take on it, and I liked it so much because she wrote an article which I just shared. If you scroll one post down, you will get Rebecca's take on motivation, because we all see it differently, right? Perception equals projection. If you've never heard me say this before, perception equals projection. You're going to see what you want to see, right? Your peepers go see what they want to see, and no two people looking at the same thing. So you can stare, everybody can stare at the same, piece of art on the wall, but we're all going to perceive it differently, therefore project a different reality into our own experience, right? Deep, right? Monday nights, bit deep. Shall I lighten up a little? So this is what Rebecca and I were talking about, and I really liked her article so much. I said, girl, you have inspired today's live stream. And so bam, here I am. See how I always bring out these, I don't know why this happens to me. I always come up with these things and then they rhyme. It's a little obscure. Do it all the time. They rhyme. So Rebecca gave us this take on motivation and the way it rolls out for us. And because, like I said, I'm going to sort of swap here between Rebecca and Dale. But Dale and I have had this conversation that motivation is just total garbage. Total garbage, and it's not real. In fact, I think it's just a random construct of our mind. However, it does serve a purpose. So then I guess it is semi-real. It serves a mini purpose in that you need it for the oomph, right? We need the oomph. If you don't have the, oh my God, what is going on here tonight? It's like a zoo happening here. Some phone calls just coming through. I don't know what's going on. Phone calls, disconnections, it's a little cray-cray. But if you don't have the oomph, you're going to stay sitting there with your booty plastered, cemented to the couch, eating your Doritos and your cheesy fries. I don't know, whatever's going on, right? We need the oomph so that we can propel ourselves up and into some kind of motion. And from there, it's how you're going to create your momentum, right? Let me just get rid of those reminders. See what a pro I am, despite all these. I just roll with it. So you need we need an initial round of motivation, even if that's just a little kick up the booty, right? To get you into some serious momentum. Now, the way Rebecca, the fabulous Miss Rebecca Lee, sort of rolled this out, it was so great. I've got the article here, and it was sort of stages. I was really breaking down her article there. I'm like, man, it's in stages. And now I was thinking, I was having them there, and I thought, should I take a couple of notes? And I said to myself, no, Kylie, you'll remember. Worst mistake ever. Can I just say to anybody everybody out there, especially entrepreneurs, when you come up with a really good idea and you think, should I write that down? No, it's amazing, it's world changing, I'll remember that. No, you won't. Biggest lie ever, biggest mistake. Always write things down. But luckily I have her article right here. So the way Rebecca described it, I really like that was sort of her take on it, is that it's like the motivation train. It's like a train, right? You could get on that train if you want to get to where your goals are. Your goals are like at the final destination. It's your goals, final destination. So we're getting on the train. She describes getting on the train. But it's kind of like, okay, I know I need to board this train. See, girl, now I wish we were here live together because you could describe it so much better. But she says, in order for you to obtain a ticket, you first need to have a clear set of goals. All right, I've got my, I can't see it because of the construction I've got here with my phone attached to the screen, and be able to visualize yourself residing at the end destination, right? And that's fantastic, it is. But that's very easy, right? Got to purchase your tickets, all happening here in the mind. Yeah, I would like to achieve X, Y, Z. I would like my booty to be smaller. I would like to go down a size in my clothes. I would like to be comfortable. I would like to stop eating so much chocolate. I would like to stop promising myself that I'm going to eat so much chocolate and then break all my promises the very next day, right? I've got your number. You know what's going on. So this is the purchasing of the ticket. That's the easy part. It's where you just sort of make up the fluff in your mind. This is what I would like to achieve. How fanciful, how grand, how glorious it will be when I reach my end destination. But you haven't actually done anything yet. You have not done anything yet. So this is the real easy part, purchasing your ticket, right? Got some serious love hearts coming through. Harmony, how are you going? Yes, you're seeing me live, girl. You're seeing me live. Sending you so much chocolate-coated love, babe. Love you. So the second part to the process here, as Rebecca described it, is after finally getting your hands on that golden ticket, she says, and believing in the happiness and the whole thing, then there was a couple more stages here. I'm not going to go through the whole thing, but essentially it's like you set out on your path towards, you've got to go board the train now. But now you realize the train is not just there at a platform that's easy for you to board, right? You're there with your little spiky stilettos, think you're looking real good, real smart, you know, you're like me, you got your hot pink lipstick on, it's all fabulous. You got your bags packed. But you realize now that motivation train, that's be sitting at the top of some gravel covered hill. It's all like, I don't know. Oh, what's the word? It looks like it's all craggy, right? It's not easy to get to. So you'd be like trying to struggle with your bags and like the gravel is falling and, you know, imagine like a little mini avalanche thing going on there and you're just like, oh, this is too hard. No, this doesn't feel good to me. It's not comfortable. And you just set your bags down. You think another day. Next day, come along. And you'd be like, today, definitely doing it today. Definitely. But now you look and it's like 45 degrees or something and you're like, it's too hard. No, it's too hard tomorrow. Tomorrow will be just as good. I'm sure the weather's going to be better tomorrow. I won't have to struggle with my bags up the big gravelly hill to the station to board the motivation train. So it's put off for one more day. Now, the next day you finally decide, I'm doing this thing. I'm doing it. So you get on the motivation train. This is the bit I love. I'm going to quote it because, oh, do you know what? I've lost it now because I had to click something on my screen. Wait, I'll find it. Because Rebecca, it was so beautiful. I said to her, now, this is my favorite quote. Can I actually see it here? Because it was just so good. She says, okay, you thought I've had to go to a mini post now. I've had to separate myself from the article because it's going to take me too long to find it. But I said, my favorite quote is where she mentions that you do finally make it onto the motivation train. You do. But you thought after the initial hike, you'd be seated in a 5-star luxury carriage. But instead, you got yourself on a hot, sticky, plastic-covered seat with your name written all over it. And you thought there'd be air conditioning and you'd be served champagne and caviar. No, it's not like that. Not. You're seated on a hot, sticky, plastic-covered seat. And I thought, yes, that is exactly what it is like. We think once I get going, it's going to be effortless and blissful and amazing and easy. No. Usually, in fact, almost always not. You know the emoji with the girl with her hands like this? That is the motivation situation. Not. Because you might get some initial motivation to get you up there on that train, get your little wheels turning. It's great. But that is not going to keep you going when life kicks in. It's just not going to be enough to see you through. That is where some serious momentum and commitment is required. And, you know, I was reading some other articles and listening to some other streams today. And truly, at some point, you need to decide to cut off anything that does not sort of switching up in gears here a little, but that does not serve you or your mission or your purpose or your steps towards your goal. If it does not serve you, your mission, or carry you further towards your goal, cut it off. Cut it off, I tell you. Cut it off. Because if you think about it like a plant or something, right? It is sucking the life out of you and your goals. And when it robs if it's sucking out of you, then it'd be stealing from other people as well. Because you hear me say, and here comes my next rhyme, you hear me say every day, I do believe that we all have a mission and a purpose to serve on this earth. Now, I say it all the time. Does that mean you're supposed to stand up there on the stage and sing like Beyonce? Not necessarily, maybe. Does it mean you're supposed to have your own talk show like Oprah? I don't know, not necessarily, maybe. You know what your mission is. It might be to stand up and have a show like Oprah. It might also be to raise an incredible family of really well-adjusted children that they're going to go ahead and change the world, right? Going to do amazing things just by being good, decent, kind, giving human beings. It could be to start a charity. In case you've never heard me say before, change for kids, people. Change for kids. You know, like on a serious note, you all know that I'm involved with Change for Kids. If you don't know that I'm involved with Change for Kids, first of all, where have you been? Second of all, please do skip on over and hit the like button. I'll put the link below to Change for Kids. It is a charity that I'm heavily involved in. It's here, South Australian charity for local foster children. We're currently collecting Easter eggs for the children, and you'll find all the info and updates on the Change for Kids page. But we have collected now, I think, probably about 600, it's probably well over that. In fact, I don't have the current stats. Easter eggs for local foster children here, so it's exciting. And I digress. We all have a mission. We do all have a mission to serve on this earth. And if you're not focused and committed and taking the steps and doing what it takes to maintain the momentum, then you will not make it to your destination. Or, as Rebecca says, you finally one day go, okay, I'm going to do it. I'm finally going to do it. And then you look at your ticket, you find it's expired. You got to start the whole freaking process again. Is that fun? That is not fun. And if we relate it back to like the whole yo-yo dieting situation, right? Which is what Becca and I were talking about. Please, how hideous is it to start the process, stop? And I said to a girl, this is what I'd be calling the start-stop syndrome. Start-stop syndrome. You start, then you stop, and then you start, and then you stop. And you actually, not only do you not make the progress you actually don't get to your end destination, but you go further back from the start line where you actually began. So if you started here on the start line, start-stop syndrome will end you. If your destination was over here, start-stop syndrome, by the time it's over, you'll end up back here, further back than where you even started. Why? When we're talking yo-yo dieting. Because, do I need to spell it out, people? You start here. You want to, to get your eating under control, lose a bit of weight, whatever. You want to get to over here, right? Okay. But it's your eating that's messing up the process. We are not morons, right? We all know how to get from here to here when you want to lose weight. It's not hard. It's not technical. We know what to do. We go to the gym. It's fine. It's easy. Shake your booty. Anyone can do that. But it's the eating. It's the eating that messes us around, right? So if you're starting here and all you need to do, why am I holding up two hands? I don't know. If you're starting here and all you need to do is get to here, but with start-stop syndrome, you sort of start and then you stop. Then you start and then you stop. But it's not start-stop and just keep starting and stopping. You start, binge, and then stop. And then you start again. Oh, I'll definitely start again on Monday. Definitely start. But in the meantime, better stuff my face with all the food in the world because I'm never going to eat it again as of next Monday. So binge. Start again the following Monday. 24 hours later, you've stopped again because whatever's going on. Like Rebecca said in her article, gravelly ground, it's too hard. The seat's not comfortable. It wasn't what you thought it was going to be. And you stop again. But in between each start and stop, you consume a lifetime worth of pastries, chocolate, chip, cake, cookies, pizza, ice cream. Do you not? Am I lying? Am I making this up? I do not think so. You listen. Jenny, how are you going? To everybody who's here. Nadia, how are you going, honey? Listen, let me tell you something. Dale, hey, champ. You know what? Listen, some love hearts are coming through. I was going to say to you, why you're all so quiet? Because I'm preaching the truth. Oh, I am. I am, right? So, in the meantime, when it's all over and said and done, it's sad, right? Can we do little emoji tears coming down? You don't end up back here where you started. You end up back here like you usually almost always, if it was me, you end up a good I'm gonna say 3 to 7 kilos heavier than where you actually started because of start-stop syndrome. Start-stop syndrome is like a disease. It's like a disease. We need a cure for that. In fact, hello, we need a cure. You're looking at it. You're looking at it. You're looking at it. I was speaking to my gym, like the owner of the gym that I go to today, and he's like, man, you know, like we've got to do, I want you to come here and I want you to do some seminars, and, you know, and I've listened, honey, I am so good at what I do and I want to change people's lives just like that. And I don't say that like, I think I'm really, you know, so amazing. I simply know that I am very good at what I do. And I would not say that if I wasn't completely confident and assured, and I don't make that up off the top of my head. It's the feedback that I get from the clients that I work with, that their lives are literally changed within one session. Oh, I can switch your mindset around within a session. Like I've got some love hearts coming through. Thank you thank you so much, Lana. How you going, baby? So to everybody who's joining me here now, let's talk and let's be real about what it takes as far as the commitment goes, because to be very brutally honest, as I always am, I have been hideously tired today, because some refined sugars had been sneaking and weaseling their way into my diet over the last sort of, I don't know, couple of months. Because everyone's going, because of my history and my background, I never ever like to tell myself or anybody else, don't deprive yourself of things if you really want them, right? Because the second you think I can't have XYZ, you're going to want to eat 15 kilos of it, right? However, wisdom is always required. Wisdom and love. Because yes, you're free to eat anything doesn't mean that you should. Just because you can eat anything doesn't mean that you should, right? Just because you can, I don't know, drink 15 gallons of alcohol, smoke 5 years worth of cigarettes in a day and rob a bank doesn't mean that you should, right? You can do those things. You can. Doesn't mean that you should. So I knew, I'm like, yeah, I don't think this refined sugar situation is working for me. It doesn't make me feel good. So I have decided to really dial that right down from a place of love and kindness for myself. Don't have to. I'm free to eat it. Doesn't mean that I should, right? It's just not working for me. And as I do that, as I sort of just dial those down, it's not, you know, not a drama, but I have been really tired today, right? I have been really tired. It's kind of like if you come off caffeine or any of those sorts of things, right? You usually would feel the effects, right? I know I've got the laughy emojis. Yeah, it's all fun and games, so you have to do it, right? It's all fun and games. But I was really, really tired. Now, all day I was thinking to myself, I do live stream. Like, I really want to do my live stream today, but I was just so tired. Right up until I hit go live here with you now. Oh, Sharon's in the house. How you going? I was so tired I could barely function. Now, tell me, for those of you who have just jumped on live here now, actually I've just sort of dialed it down now, but I was like a little excitable before. For those of you who have like been with me now watching this, could you that I was tired? Like, and I say tired, that's like sugarcoating it, right? That's like putting a whole dollop of creamy cheese icing on it. I was freaking exhausted. As in I had to take a nana nap this afternoon, like for about an hour. I was just like, I was so tired. And right up until I hit go live, I was like, oh my God, I could just go to bed. I'm so tired. But no. Why do I go, but no? Because it's a commitment. And this is how you want to approach your whole life, not just your live stream life, but your whole life. At some point, if it does not serve you, cut it off, cut it out. It's like a disease. It's like we sucking the life out of you. If it doesn't serve you, your goals, your mission, then it's going to take from you. And if it's taking from you, then it's taken from the people that you can impact and change their lives. So now you're just stealing from people, and that's just selfish, really. Emma, thank you so much. Lana, yeah, take a break. No, you never look tired. See? That's why I love you. So I love you so much. Harmony, yeah. See, Harmony says, no, I could not tell. Lana, yeah, that sounds like me. Right. See, and Sharon goes, love your energy. Awesome. Right. Thank you. So this is what I'm saying. Commitment is what is required. Okay. So as I think, I just think I'll wrap it up for you all now. But as I so enthusiastically started with the live stream today, talking about how Rebecca Lee and I had been chatting about motivation, and she has this amazing article which you will find. I shared it on my page. It's one post below this. And it's her take on motivation and really what it takes and what it's like and what the experience is like, because we have these fanciful ideas in our head that once we get started on our journey, the universe is just going to roll us out like on we're going to just ride the rainbow of M&Ms. We're just trip along like Skittles, and it's going to be amazing. And there's not going to be there'll be no hiccups and no challenges, and every day you will spring out of bed and go, this feels great, it feels fabulous, can't wait to keep going. No. Most days you will come up against the challenges, but please understand where the challenges are coming from. They're not coming from any external circumstances. They are always and only coming from here. Here. This is where it happens. The whole freaking arena is in here. It's in here. So is that bad news? No, not really. I think it's really great news, because who's got control over this? Somebody else? The Prime Minister? The President? No, you people. It's you. The nightmare is self-created, which means you can also release it and let it go anytime you choose. As I said at the very start of the live stream tonight, I said perception creates projection. What you see outside of you is solely decided on what you determine and allow to play out in here, right? You've got full control. If this is a movie screen, if this is a Hollywood theater production center going on in here, right? You got little mini slides in here and Annie's in here and like, I don't know, got some Brad Pitt and Angelina, they're all in there, they're playing their parts, right? It's all going on. But you're the director, the producer, you're the star, you're the everything, right? You get full creative control. You have full creative control over what is going on up here. And I talk about this so often with, I was talking to Dal about it today. I said every single subject is really two subjects. Every subject, so let's just go with me, because I know already as I'm saying, I'm like, this sounds insane, but let's just go with it. Every subject is really two subjects. It's what you pick up that's the way I describe it. Give me something. Okay, here's a pen, right? Every subject, so the pen is the subject, but it's really two subjects depending on which. It's springing out of my hand. Am I not supposed to use that possessed? What is going on with that pen? I'm freaking myself out. Okay, let's try one more time. If that thing leaps out of my hands again, I'm like going to do an exorcism or something, because something weird going on here. Every subject is really two subjects. Depending on which end of the spectrum you look at, right? I got my eye on this thing, don't worry. Depending on which end of the spectrum you look at, you can either look at what it is that you want and the great parts about it and the things that are so inspiring and motivating and make you happy, or you can look at the things that are going wrong, the things that aren't working, right? There's everything that sucks and everything that's probably going to go wrong and all the reasons why this will never work. But it's the same topic, right? It's the same topic. So if the topic is success or you reaching your goals, you can either look at this end and go, this is so difficult, this is so challenging, oh my God, I can't eat chocolate and ice cream anymore and this just sucks. Or you can look at this end and go, oh my God, so amazing. I love learning and growing and moving towards my goals every day. When I reach X goal here, as the goals, you have your mini markers along the way. As I reach this goal here, I'm going to have changed this many lives. I'm going to impact these many people. These are the results that I can expect to see. And this is how I'll know that I'm making progress. Are you taking notes? Because it's really good what I'm giving you people. Really good. Okay, on that note. Oh, so many comments coming through here. Yes, thank you so much. So let me just play. I'm just gonna thank you so much. Harmony says yes, because you press play on living a life as a super energy button. I've pressed play on something tonight. I tell you what, yeah, super energy buddy. I know. I think something little weird's going on. Sharon says, do you know what? Yeah, Sharon, maybe it's Sharon. I think you know what's giving me all this energy all of a sudden. Sharon, just decide and just do it, all in the mind to make a change. Boom, right? Can we just do like a hashtag boom for that comment there? Lana, yes, really good. Right. So thank you so much. And again, I will just mention as we talk about motivation, inspiration, dedication to your mission and achieving your goals, I will just mention that the doors are open to my online, I want to say mastermind. I don't know why I want to say mastermind. I've never called it a mastermind before, but it's Sexy Motivation Tribe. And it is an online monthly membership program. Now, I guess we could class it as a mastermind because it is amazing. It truly is amazing. It is a 12-month membership site. Sexy Motivation Tribe, and it is specifically designed to help you with this whole train motivation situation. Oh my God, the rhymes. Something's gone. I have to stop with the crazy ass rhymes. However, it is designed to help you overcome resistance, procrastination, self-sabotage. When you are thinking about, I need to buy that ticket, but I can't be asked, right? I want to buy, I have bought the ticket, but now I can't be bothered boarding the train. Now I'm on the train, but I just want to get off. Or this is the worst one. I reach my destination and then I self-sabotage and I end up back at the start and need to take the journey all over again. Is that fun? No, that's not fun. How many times do you want to repeat that before you switch on and go, I think I need to know the secrets as to why this keeps happening to me. I think I would like now to find out why I continue to self-sabotage, why I continue to hold myself back when I know I want to go forward, why I resist the very thing that I know is going to make me happy. Why am I not wanting to move forward? What am I afraid of? What do I think is going to happen? What is the meaning that I have given to this XYZ event over here that is stopping me and blocking me from moving forward? If you don't investigate those questions, right, then just expect to stay where you are. That's what I'm going to say. No. Please do head on over, skip on over, as you hear me say, to KyliePax.com/sexy motivation. That is where you're going to find all the delicious chocolate-coated information about how you can get on in, squirrel around, and really decide for yourself once and for all that you're done with the games. Like, honestly, we are now here officially, for me, 3rd of April, 3rd. It's still, yes, it's April, yes, it's nearly Easter, but we're still early in 2017. It's not like you're halfway through and you're going, this is no good now, or now we're 3/4 of the way through and you're going, well, this year's a write-off. No, it's still early. And do you know what? To be very truthfully and brutally honest, it doesn't matter what stage of the game you're at. Every day, every time you decide to take control up here of that whole movie situation going on up here, perception, projection, all of that, that is your fresh start. That is your moment to decide that, yeah, it is my time and I am ready to take that next step and I want to take it now. Doesn't matter that I feel like I've taken it 45 billion times already. I didn't take it with Kylie by my side. I didn't take it with her, that girl that's also lost 20, 25 kilos 45 billion times, but she made it out the other side. What does she know that I don't know? That is what I break down for you every step of the way in Sexy Motivation Tribe. You have complete and total access to me in the private Facebook group for support. We have monthly masterclasses, which we just ran last week. You get all of that for free. There is an entire resource library of live streams there, an entire resource library. You also have, listen, seriously, I threw everything at this program, everything, because I want this to be your final destination shop, right? I don't want you to have to go anywhere else ever again. Everything you need is in here. So, as I mentioned on the live stream today about the sugar situation, I have in there, see how the finger pointing's going on? I have in there my entire, I want to say ditch the sugar. And now I can't even remember the name of my own program. I think perhaps I am still a little tired. I have my entire sugar, breaking up with sugar program, right? 21 days of the big sugar detox. It's come to me. 21 days of the big sugar detox. Also the free 7-day kickstart program. Also the Dominate Your Life podcast. Also, there's something else in there that's so super incredible. And it's all free. It's all free and fabulous. So do skip on over KyliePax.com/sexy motivation, or got questions, send me a PM. I'm a very approachable girl, more than happy to chat to you at any time. You know that I am. Jenny Richards. Oh, girl. So far, I was wondering if you were going to turn up tonight. I think I've just sent you some little laser beams. I zapped them out from me to you. Now you've joined me. I called you in. I drew you in, sucker. Thank you so much to everybody who's been here live with me tonight. I want to thank you very, very much. Please do. If you've just joined us now, it is essential viewing. Can I just say it's mandatory that you go back and check it from the beginning, because we had such a riot tonight. I can barely believe it. I can't believe that this much fun is legal. Jenny just joined Sexy Motivation Tribe. That is why I love this girl. You just signed on. Oh well, I've just stated that you've joined Sexy Motivation Tribe, so now you have to. It's official. Otherwise, you'll look silly. Not me. Not me. You. Thank you so much to everybody who's been out. And can I just say, FYI, Jenny and I are very good friends, so she knows. She knows me and my wicked ways. Thank you very much to everybody who's been here tonight. Once again, please do remember KyliePax.com/sexy motivation. Any questions, PM me. I'm totally happy to have a great, amazing, and fun-filled chat with you. I promise I won't throw any crazy, weird-ass rhymes your way, but, whatever has been going on here tonight, I'll tone it down. Maybe this much. Again, please do remember the only person who has the power to change your life is you. You do really have to step up and decide that motivation is what's going to get you started. The momentum that you need to keep you going comes from commitment. That is when you've got what it takes. Sending you beautiful amounts of chocolate coated love, my gorgeous, sexy people. I will catch you tomorrow for our very next live stream. Until then, have an amazing evening and bye for now.